Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get right into our video. Okay, let's get started. What we're gonna need for this project is some glow-in-the-dark eraser clay that you can find at Michael's. You can wait for the coupon and buy it for cheaper. That's what I did. This clay doesn't come with tools, so go ahead and just get a little plastic knife and a toothpick. Okay, now we're gonna get started with a little ball of orange to make our pumpkin. You can use your hands or the table to help you roll into a ball. Here I'm trying to put it on a white surface just to make it clear for you guys to see. Now we're gonna take a piece of green and start making our stem and curly vine decoration if you want to. Now we're gonna take a piece of green and start making our stem. For the curly vine, I found it easy to use the toothpick to help you roll it up. Now take two little black dots and make the eyeballs, shape them into little triangles, and we're gonna also make a mouth for it. I made two pumpkins following the same steps, except I made one more round than the other. Next is our Frankenstein Eraser. This one came out really cute. Let's begin. You're gonna take the green and the black, cut some green and roll it up into like a cylinder shape. And then we're gonna take some of our black and put it on top to make that hairline. You can use your fingers or a toothpick to help you pull some hair down to make it look like the classic pointy Frankenstein hair. Then roll up some black clay and then make some eyes and a mouth. You can roll up a really thin piece of Play-Doh, clay, and then spread it out as I'm doing here. As you put the little thin piece, it'll come out like wiggly, like squiggly, and then so it'll be perfect to make it look like the Frankenstein classic mouth, like the Frankenstein mouth. Next, I made a ghost eraser, and you just need white and black for this one. You're just gonna roll up like a cylinderish shape, and then you're gonna round off the top, and then you're gonna use your fingers to spread the bottom to make it look like the ghost wiggles or like the ghost shape on the bottom. Then go ahead and add some eyes and a mouth with your black clay, which is not glow in the dark, so it's just mostly gonna show that eyes are there. I made this eraser into a pencil eraser, so I just stabbed my pencil through the clay and made the hole where the pencil would go for this eraser charm thing. The next charm I made was an eyeball. All you're gonna need is the blue, the black, and the white Play-Doh clay. Okay, the white and the black don't glow in the dark, so you can either choose to use the white one that glows in the dark or the normal white one that doesn't. I chose the one that doesn't, and then I just put the blue that glows in the dark. For the eyeball, you're just gonna make spheres. For the white one, you're gonna make a white sphere, and then you're gonna make a blue one, but the blue one you're gonna squeeze down into a flat circle, and then you're gonna do the same thing with the black. And then you can add, if you want, like veins, but since there's no red in this clay set, I'm just using the black to resemble veins to make it look more realistic. Now we're making a witch charm. I liked how this one turned out. I just started out by making first a hat, flattened down a piece of clay, and then shaped my triangle part of the hat, then merge those together with my fingers. After that, I start making the head with some green glow-in-the-dark clay, and you just make a little sphere, and then you can go ahead and pull out like a little nose, or you can go ahead and add one with more clay. Then you just add your hat, get some black clay, make the eyes, the mouth, and also add some hair to make it look more like a witch, or else it looks a little bit weird. Went ahead and put some black hair around on the sides and on the back so it doesn't look weird, all bald in the back and hair on the sides. I really liked how my witch turned out, so now I'm just gonna place it with the rest of my charms and continue making the rest. Let's continue with our vampire charm. We're gonna need the glow in the dark white and the normal white with the black. So I'm gonna start off with just the normal white, making the head. If you want to make it the whole head glow in the dark, go ahead and use the white glow in the dark. You can check which one's which when you face them towards the light, then turn off the light. The one you'll see, the one that glows is that glowing white one. Then you take a piece of black and you start forming the hair of a vampire. Also, you make the eyes and its mouth. With the glow-in-the-dark clay, I made its fangs, but it's totally up to you if you want to make them with the glow-in-the-dark or the non-glow-in-the-dark one. Our third to last charm is the mummy. For this one, all you have to do is roll up a little ball of black clay. That's going to be your base. Then you're going to take some white, either the glow-in-the-dark or the non-glow-in-the-dark, and you're going to mix it with some black to get gray, which is going to make it look like the dirty old mummy wraps. And you're just going to roll out your gray Play-Doh thin and then wrap it around the whole head to make it look like mummy. Leave some gaps to make it look more realistic. Then you're just going to take some black and make the eyes and place a little white dot in the middle of the black circle to make it look like the eyeball. Then you can add some teeth if you want. It's all up to you. Skeleton erasers next. We're going to go quickly through the last two. Okay, for the skeleton, just roll out a white ball and then with your toothpick, go ahead and stick through little eyeballs. And then for the mouth, you can take your toothpick and draw where you want your mouth and just roll a thin piece of black clay and place your mouth wherever you want. Add a little nose and we're done with this little skeleton. Lastly is our spider eraser rock / charm. And for this one, you're just gonna do a small sphere and then a medium one, and that's going to be the body, and the small one's going to be the head. Then you can go ahead and make your spider legs. Just roll out some black clay and cut it to the size that you like it. I only added 6 here because I ran out of space. But if you want it to look more like a realistic spider, go ahead and add 8. Then take some white clay and make little eyeballs. I only added 2 here, but you could add if you need to or want to make it look more realistic. It all depends on however you want to make it. If you want it less realistic, cartoonish, really realistic, it's all up to you. Now we're gonna bake our creations in the oven. Go ahead and put it to 275 according to directions. Bake, and it says to put it for 15 minutes. I only put it for 10 minutes so I could check if they were cooking right. And when I touched them, they were hard as rock. And I was like, what? So I put them back in. Maybe I thought it was because I took them out early. But no, they still didn't work and they erased terrible. But to make it a better eraser, all you have to do is add a drop of glue, hot glue, and let it dry. And once it's dry, it's ready to use. And it works very well compared to how it did before. This is why I call them rock erasers / charms, because they turn out really hard, so you can keep them as a charm, or you can make them into eraser by adding just a drop of hot glue, and it works amazingly well. I was impressed. Just to clear that up, I was impressed with the drop of glue, not the clay. The erasing you see here was done by the drop of glue, not the clay. The clay was not erasing like how I expected. I will go into a more in-depth review in another video, going through everything I did to try to make this work. For now, remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.